Hello, it's Aunty Agnes. Welcome to Auntie's channel again. Thank you very much for all your support all this while. Today, Auntie is going to bake chocolate chip banana muffin because Auntie has 3 extra bananas. When you see other YouTube baking videos, the YouTuber will put all the ingredients in many plates and saucers. Auntie will not do that because Auntie is very lazy to wash all the plates and saucers. Auntie also has no time to do that. But even if Auntie needs to wash all the plates and saucers, Auntie does not worry about it. Why? Because Auntie has a recipe book to follow. All Auntie's baking recipe is contained in this book. Now, these are the ingredients that Auntie is going to use today, with no extra bowls and plates or saucers. So these are the 3 bananas that Auntie is going to use today. Then Auntie has baking powder. Auntie does not have baking soda today, so Auntie is going to substitute baking soda with baking powder. Baking soda is actually 3 times more stronger than baking powder. If you are a professional baker and this is the wrong concept, please let Auntie know. Of course, we also have our chocolate chips. These are the eggs, salt, sugar, multi-purpose flour, vegetable oil, what else? Vanilla essence. And yeah, that's all that we need for today's baking. Are you ready? Now let's get started. First, we peel the bananas. It will be good if you can use very ripe bananas because that will make your muffin much sweeter. But Auntie does not like to use very ripe bananas because Auntie is very afraid of worms. Now, Auntie is going to use a fork to mash all the bananas. The bananas are actually quite soft, so they are very easy to mash. Make sure there are no more lumps in your bananas. Next, Auntie is going to put in the sugar. In Auntie's recipe book, it says put 60 grams of sugar, but Auntie will have to further reduce the sugar. Auntie will reduce it to 40 grams because the banana is actually quite sweet, and also when the chocolate chips are in, it's going to get even sweeter. Auntie puts the mixing bowl on top of the weighing machine. When you turn on the weighing machine, please also make sure that you press the tire 0 button so the mixing bowl weight is not included. Once you have put in the sugar, you can give it a mix. Next, Auntie will put in 70 grams of vegetable oil. Again, make sure you press the button before pouring in the oil. You have to be very slow in doing this because the numbers goes up very fast. Now you put in 2 eggs. Auntie will put in about 3 grams of vanilla essence. Auntie does not need to measure this because it goes by feeling. Same goes to the salt. Auntie does not need to measure 2 grams of salt. Auntie can just do this by feeling. The wet ingredients are done. So now let's move on to the dry ingredient. Put the wet ingredients aside. Dry ingredients include flour and also baking powder. Okay, Auntie is wrong. You need another bowl to put in the dry ingredient. Put the bowl on top of the weighing machine and pour the flour into the bowl. You will need 180 grams of all-purpose flour. After you have poured the flour, next is to put in the baking powder. This recipe calls for 4 grams of baking powder and 2 grams of baking soda. And since Auntie does not have baking soda, so Auntie is going to triple up the baking powder in order to substitute for the baking soda. In this recipe, Auntie uses 10 grams of baking powder. If this is not the right way to do it, please let Auntie know because Auntie is just an amateur baker. Now, you mix all the dry ingredients together. You make sure the baking powder is well blended into the flour. Now, you sieve the flour into the mixing bowl. Give it a good mix again now. Lastly, Auntie adds in the chocolate chip. Alright, this is done. Auntie now prepares the muffin tray. Auntie uses an ice cream scoop to scoop the batter into the muffin tray. Now they are ready to go into the oven. Auntie will normally check the oven before baking to ensure no lizard is in the oven. Auntie now preheat the oven for 10 minutes at 150 degrees Celsius. The muffins now go into the oven. Auntie bakes them at 150 degrees Celsius for 25 minutes. Auntie's house smells very nice now. Let's look at the muffins inside the oven. About 10 more minutes to go. The muffins are ready. Ta-da! Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more videos. That's all for today. Bye bye!